Hey guys, welcome back to the Community Cares Podcast. I'm Dave. I'm the Executive Director here at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet.
And I like to say that I'm honored to be the president of Hope and Dignity here at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet because, what?
No, it's funny because I've had people ask me, like, are you changing your name to Hope and Dignity because you put it everywhere now? And so they think like, oh, you're changing your name to Hope and Dignity. I'm like, no, we're still Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. It's a slogan. So
yeah, I was going to get, I have a really cool Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet hat, and I was going to get on, I have our it's been a long day. Happy Monday. No, I have our emblem and our logo on there, and on the other side I was going to put president, and I was like, I should probably put Hope and Dignity, because that's really what we're the president and the executive director of.
It actually, it would look better if you did that probably, because you could do Hope and Dignity in Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. So we'll talk about it later if you want, though.
Yeah, I just like
we're doing a show right now.
Is what it's all about, right?
That's right. You're absolutely right.
Well, happy holiday season, guys. We have a really great guest who comes from an organization and resource that I actually utilize for multiple organizations and individuals in the community that are looking for resources. And here we're all about resources. We're Stronger United, and we're about bringing people together. So I will let you introduce yourself.
Well, hello, everybody. My name is Reina Rodriguez with Nevada211. I am the Community Outreach Specialist in Northern Nevada and the rural areas. Thank you guys so much for having me here today on your podcast. We'd love to get into detail on what we do and how we help the community. There's many resources in the whole state of Nevada, so yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Don't worry, we'll definitely get into it.
And don't ask what the phone number is, because it's 211.
Oh, is it? I didn't know. Is it?
Yeah, it really is, which is so nice.
So you call 211 and you get a bunch of resources?
Yeah, just like 911's for emergency dispatch, 211 is like a resource dispatch, right?
What's 311 for?
It's for the county.
311?
Absolutely.
What about 411?
411.
You don't know,
it's
do you?
Like the song 411.
I don't know, dude.
Are you saying I'm old? Because that was the old directory back in the day, right?
It's all right, buddy. It's all right.
When you had the rotor phones. And...
You're so fresh, my guy. You're so fresh. Look at you.
I know. I had a week
You're
off.
so bright.
A while back, and it was great. So
I love it. We'll definitely get into what 211 does, and we appreciate you guys sharing so much of what we do here at Good Shepherd. That matters a lot to us. I know whenever we have an event or anything, you guys are one of the first people that are like, we're going to share it, we're going to get it out to the community and let people know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yes, anybody, any organization can feel free to send over flyers, and we'll share it on our social media pages.
It's brilliant.
Yes, so we really do appreciate being a part of your podcast, and definitely what Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet is doing for the community and what you guys stand for and all that. So it's
cool.
Really great. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for being here. We're not going to highlight community events. We're actually going to talk about 3 big ways you can get involved into your community. One of the ways we wanted to highlight right now is definitely the holiday season and everything is
jingle bells, jingle bells.
Well, it might be. I don't know. But one of the big ways you can get involved in your community is volunteering. And not just at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. There's lots of other volunteer opportunities throughout the community. We talk about volunteering here because this is a show on Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. But there's all sorts of different ways you can be a part of what's happening. I know Big Brother Big Sisters, a great organization to get a part of. Boys and Girls Club is another one to volunteer and be a part of there, and or your local food pantry or church or the food bank. Lots of things to do in the community than just be here. But we are always looking for volunteers. So if you are interested in volunteering here with us, please visit getclothes.org and hit the volunteer button. And we'd love to connect with you. Just fill out, there's an online form, and we're always looking for people to sort clothes. We have even groups come in on the weekends to help sort some stuff. Robin is just killing it. Our new stockroom manager is just doing an excellent job.
We just discovered we have rolling laundry carts back there.
You didn't know that?
She didn't know that either.
Oh, I knew that.
Cleared it up.
I'm like, I know it's under there.
There's nothing on the floor. It's amazing.
It's crazy.
But I do want to give a plug for Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. We have a huge need, and
Yeah.
the bad news is that unfortunately the need is growing in the community, and we're seeing a huge increase in the amount of clients coming in every week to get a wardrobe of clothes.
Yeah.
But the good news is the community's reaching that need, and so we are getting tons of donations. And our micro closet partners are really just incredible with Eddie House, Circle Life Guest House, and Bristlecone. But with that increased need and some of the others that are going to be soon announced at the first of the year, we do need volunteers to sort clothes. It's a huge need. And even if you can only do 2 hours a month, I mean, we'll take it. It's a blessing, and we can definitely use more volunteers and give Dave a little break.
Absolutely. Well, honestly, I don't do much of the sorting. I do some, but the majority of it is really volunteers.
No, I just mean the break from the stress of the build-up back there.
It's true. It does build up, and I'm like, wow, people are so generous with their clothing, and they really are. And like new, gently used clothing that's clean, it's awesome to see. So if you're cleaning out your closets during this holiday season and you want to be able to give clothes to people in need, Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet is a great option.
But by the way, I don't appreciate you judging me about my Jingle Bells, because I can sing it year round.
Oh my
goodness. And I enjoy
goodness.
Christmas every time of the year.
Wow. I don't know how I feel about that. All right, so what's another way people can get involved in the community? So we said Good Shepherd. What else? What's another big way? What do you think?
Another place to volunteer?
Yeah, sure.
I can think of one. United Way of Northern Nevada and the
that's a good one.
Sierras.
Good
They are always accepting volunteers. You can definitely check out their website, and there's a volunteer option on there. So it's always nice to be able to, know where to sign up if you are wanting to volunteer in the community.
What are they doing over there at United Way?
They're always doing something, especially now, the end of the year, it's starting to get, busy with so many, events and, so many just, for the holidays and stuff. Yeah. So definitely check it out. They're listed with us as well. So
That's great. Yeah. 2-on-1 is awesome. What else? A third way you can get involved. Something I've done before is I've gone down to Catholic Charities and helped feed them at their soup kitchen. That's pretty fun. And that's very in the movies you see, I'm going to go volunteer at the soup kitchen, right? It's similar to that, and be able to help people in need in their lowest times in their life. So
Absolutely. And just so everybody knows, we have a free and no-cost grief support groups the first and third Tuesday of every month. We know the holidays can be especially difficult with the loss of a loved one or any kind of loss. And so one way that I always encourage people who are grieving really hard, and it doesn't fix it, obviously, it doesn't bring the person or that thing that you're grieving back, but is to give back, because it gets the focus off of ourselves and our own situation and helping others. There's something healing about that. So I love that. Getting involved in the community. A lot of the great things taking place in our community would not happen, just like Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, if there weren't volunteers.
you're absolutely right. And it's crazy to see all the good that's happening in the Reno Sparks community. And there are so many different things happening, so many different resource events and things where people can be involved with more than just their daily life, right? It's really easy. And I know I sound like a broken record when I say this, because I say this all the time on the show. But it's really easy just to get consumed in me, myself, and I, right? What I'm doing, what's important to me in this moment. Most people only think about themselves, unfortunately. And it's really important to be a part of something that gets you beyond self, that gets you beyond what you're doing, right? I think, at least.
100%. I also want to give a shout out to Senior Outreach Services for UNR. I have the honor of being on the Ambassador Council, and our list is growing of seniors who are looking for connectivity and companionship. And when we look at the suicide rates, unfortunately, a third of those suicides that have been completed, according to the coroner's report of last year, were seniors. And I think a big part of that is isolation. So a really easy way to give back is to volunteer to provide a few hours of companionship to an isolated senior. And you can go to this Sanford Center's website that's on the UNR School of Medicine, if you just Google that. And you can sign up. Super easy process, super easy onboarding, but a really rewarding way to give back.
Well, but I never saw you as a senior, but I love you though anyway. You're older,
Sometimes my memories, of that age, I have
What?
senior moments.
I wanted to just mention really quickly here. So I was at the senior advisory board meeting a couple weeks ago, and I mentioned in my presentation that on our website as well as our app, or they can call for information. But there's so many areas, clubs,
That's
if they're
great.
retired and they want to go out into the community. There's so many ways to stay connected and socialize and stuff. That's really important, and
I
Yeah.
love that.
definitely pointed that out because it's really great to know that that's out there,
And they can just call, like you said, and actually talk to a live person, which makes it super easy and get the information.
Right. We
That's
are
awesome.
available 24/7, 365, even on holidays, you can call us. We're there.
Awesome. That's wonderful.
Awesome. So that being said, let's start diving into Nevada211. What are you guys doing? I mean, if you had to explain it to me, I've never heard of Nevada211. I have, but
Yeah.
if I haven't, why don't you tell our viewers and us, just fill in what it's all about?
So when I do go out in the community and I do come across, a person that might not have heard of 211 before, I definitely just start by saying, it's great that you're hearing about it now, just because it's always good to know. You could tell your friends and family. We're available by calling the digits 211. You can definitely look at our website. It's Nevada211.org. We also have 2 free apps that are available to download. The first one is Nevada 211 Youth app and the Nevada 211 app for all ages. I just wanted to mention too that anybody can feel comfortable to call. We have a tool that we can use to access 150 languages.
Wow.
So, it's very there's options there, so anybody can feel comfortable to call us.
That's pretty cool.
We're a directory line overall for health and human services.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything. I was actually, revising the apps right before the podcast here today, and there's so many resources out there. Even for animals, there's a category specifically for animals. Anybody looking to adopt, anybody looking for emergency food for their pet, they can go on there and check it out. Or if you want to volunteer and feed the homeless pets that are out there, that's an option too. There's a lot of the great things out there, and the number one call we do get is for food. And even on our app, you can see there's pages and pages and pages of food that are available for the community, and many churches give out food. There's food pantries out there, so definitely check it out. It's free to download, and you just put in your zip code anywhere in Nevada. So yeah, definitely
That's
check
huge.
it out.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
You guys probably, I'm not sure what that is. Sorry about
So
that.
I also wanted to know a note on there that for seniors or persons with disabilities, there's really a lot of resources out there. You can check it out. There's employment support if you know of anybody that's looking for a job or needs help doing their resume, things like that. And it's really helpful. It really is.
That's cool.
Another area that's hard to get resources sometimes is mental health resources.
Right.
So you guys probably have a great list of that.
Yes, we have lists that we can help out the community connect to counseling services, therapy services, or even warm transfer to crisis support lines. So it's really great that we're able to make that connection with the caller and warm transfer them to the appropriate resource. We do first ask the first name, the zip code, and ask if transportation is needed for the service. There's many transportation resources out there too. Yeah,
And you guys are statewide, correct?
we are.
I really like that you guys have an outreach position actually here in Northern Nevada, because a lot of times when it's statewide, sometimes we don't have the resources. Like Vegas, like AARP, they have 6 paid employees and they're all in Vegas, even though we have a large senior population. So I really like that. That's great.
Yeah, so we are expanding. We're trying to get into more rural areas and sign up organizations in the rural areas. But definitely with the transportation, there's, also emergency homes, shelters that we can connect to. Any, sensitive calls that we get regarding, domestic violence or substance abuse support that's needed, then we're there for the callers. And we ask certain demographic questions to make sure we get, the filter going for anything that might be available specifically for the person calling. So we do take our time, and we make sure that we provide a couple resources, not just one.
If you had to guess, what is the biggest resource requested?
So
Let me guess.
Food.
yeah,
Food.
it's food.
Yeah. And then beyond that, so it's just food. So basic supplies tend to be the biggest request.
Yes.
Yeah.
Supplies. Yeah.
And food bank is obviously huge for people. But do you guys figure out a food pantry that's close to that person or something?
We do, yeah. So we narrow down based on the zip code.
That's great.
We narrow it down that way we can provide the resource available to them by walking distance, so the closest possible, especially for emergency shelter, and clothes is a really big one too. So you guys are awesome. You guys are listed in our database as well, and yeah, it's definitely really great program, and I highly recommend check out our social media pages too if you're looking for any activities to take your family to and
Yeah,
stuff.
you guys are super active with your page, always posting stuff, sharing our events and other things throughout the community, and that's really huge because we really are better together in the community, and we have to make sure that we're having those conversations in our communities, so then we're not just all siloed in what we think is best for the community. So you guys are really trying to be a page for all resources throughout, right?
Yes, and with all the organizations that are listed in our directory, we don't just want to have them listed with us. We want to be able to share their information. We do a monthly shout out to each, organization that wants a spotlight. We send out a newsletter, and we include activities or events that are going on every month. So It's really great. Yeah.
That's great.
Are you guys a nonprofit or you're state funded?
So we are a nonprofit organization.
Okay.
Money management is actually, really key help with our program, as well as the Division of Health and Human Services Division, and Aging and Disability Services Division too.
Great. So you guys do take donations then, or no?
So I wouldn't get into detail with that. I would definitely recommend you speak to our director, Lisa Morin, regarding that. But I could always give you her information specifically, for...
Yeah, for the sake of our listeners, if anyone was interested in getting involved or donating, is there another way people can get involved with you?
So I don't give out my information to the public, but if anybody does want to reach out, if they can reach out to you and then send them over to us. Yeah.
What about the organization though? Do you guys have volunteers, or is it all
We
staff?
don't.
Okay.
We currently don't do volunteer work. We don't have any volunteers, just me here in the north and Paul Thorin in southern Nevada.
Yeah.
But
Awesome.
Well, it's important that people just understand that there's this resource.
Right.
Just call 211, and there's a whole slew of resources that you can get information on throughout the community. That's really, really important, because I can't tell you how many times people come into Good Shepherd and there's I don't know how to find the resource I need. A lot of times my volunteers will send them over to the welfare office over there, which I guarantee you a lot of them say, why don't you call 211 and figure out the different resources you can get, right? But to have that, and for people to actually know that it is a usable resource for people. So what about people that don't have phones, or maybe don't have a phone, and they need help finding that resources? How could they do that? Would a welfare office be best, do you think, or what's your thoughts?
I recommend them to go to their local library and going to use a computer, because the computer is very, you can look up Nevada211.org.
There it
You
is.
just type in your zip code, look for the category, depending on if you're looking for health services, if you're looking for food services or disability services, and many more public services are available in the whole state.
That's great.
We are actually working on being more, I would say, popular or more known in Northern Nevada too, because most of our calls do reside in Clark County, which is Las Vegas. So yeah, we're very glad that we're able to join today, so that way we can get the audience over here in Northern Nevada.
Our listeners and viewers are majority in Northern Nevada, so
Awesome, yeah.
we're glad you're here.
How did you get involved with 211, and why are you so passionate about it?
So I actually started working with Nevada211 in 2021. So yeah, I have been all for the program. I didn't know about the program when I started, so I'm glad that I know about it now. Even when I'm not, actively in a community event, I shout it out. I definitely believe it's a really great program, and anybody can get help on Nevada211, whether you're looking for an activity to do with your family, or you're looking for the local library, you're looking for a clinic for your child. There's many pregnancy services out there. So definitely have told a couple friends of mine about those. And for my mom, she's 55 now, so she's definitely looking for resources. She's unemployed. She wants to help find a job, or she wants to get help making a resume. She wants to do it on her own. I recommend her to call 211.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and so the number one way people can help 211 in the mission right now is probably spreading the word in Northern Nevada, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's number one right now. Yes.
Great.
So
That's awesome.
our apps, we're always looking at our numbers at the end of the year and comparing them to the year prior,
Okay.
and seeing, how many website visits we've gotten, how many calls we've gotten, the categories on the calls. We document all of that. It's
Wow.
available for the public. So
wow.
I can definitely send you the link.
Yeah, sure. But so if you're listening to this, if you're watching this, please just share this podcast so people can have a more in-depth view on what 211 is doing. Because I didn't know all of that. And every week, Chaz and I, we're on the show. We're like, we didn't know that. And we know a lot about resources. I mean, we're over 60 episodes, so we've had a lot of people on the show, right? Over a year. And we've learned a lot about our community resources with some repeated, and even with the repeated, sometimes we're like, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
That's what it's all about.
And so it's all about information and getting that information out there. So if you have a friend or a loved one or someone in your life that needs help or a resource, or just wants to find out more about resources in the community, definitely dial 211 or visit the website or download the app. And just sharing that information is very powerful. So I love how you guys are really being a hub in a lot of ways for the community with what people need. So that's powerful. Thank you.
And I guess the last part is there a way for resources to submit their information to you so that they can be made a resource in your directory?
So that's a good question. On our website, they can click on add or update your agency. Okay. So that actually generates an email. So, we do have a inclusion and exclusion policy with the agencies that we have listed in our database. They would have to be either a nonprofit to join, or they would have to be an agency that accepts insurance like Medicaid,
right.
and or a no cost, or a low sliding scale fee. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're okay.
Yeah, so those
Awesome.
are mostly the qualifications to be able to list with us. But yeah, Nevada211.org. There's a little spot there that you can click on, or reach out to me or Paul Thorin in Southern Nevada.
Awesome.
Did you want to share your email or a general email for 211?
Yeah, so anybody can reach out to me. My name is Reina Rodriguez, and my email is reina.rodriguez@moneymanagement.org. And I can definitely either write that in a comment once this is up and
sure,
out,
if you'd like to, sure. Even just saying that's great. So our listeners, our viewers, are people that tend to be people that are involved in the community and want to share and talk about this stuff, right? And Chaz and I, this has been honestly an adventure for us, learning all the different resources and figuring out what's actually helpful for people. Because it's really easy just to throw a slew of resources at them, right? And be like, here's a lot of things you can get help with, right?
Yeah.
Instead of like what you guys are doing, we're going to pinpoint exactly what you need and help figure out how you can get that resource, right? Because you guys understand qualifications for all these different resources and other things, which is important, because there are sometimes people that come up to these different resources and they're like, I don't qualify for this. That's embarrassing and that's frustrating, and you guys are breaking that barrier down. That's really important.
Well, it's just like us. It's not just about clothes. It's about the experience and socialization. So I really love your resource because you guys are able to talk to people and to show them compassion and be there to listen. And I love that. That's awesome. I'm gonna give that one 2 thumbs up. Let's see if it does
Oh
it.
no,
It's gonna do
it
it.
doesn't work for you, dude.
What? It always
It's
works.
like
for
nope.
Me. Come on, here it goes. Are you kidding me? You ruined that. See,
I didn't do it, dude. It's not me.
Okay, there's the hearts.
There we go.
See.
I don't even know how that works. You know that.
The bubble is.
There it goes.
Funny.
There's bubbles and there's fireworks and stuff. I don't know. But
Yeah. If anyone is interested, if there's any organizations that are watching, please feel free to email me and I can send over flyers with our Nevada 211 info on it. That way, you could place it at your door, especially if there's anybody out there that is really involved in the community. Please let me know, and I could send over flyers or drop them off.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Please support them by sharing, by getting people involved, by just knowing. We all know a friend that needs a little extra support. We really do. I believe everyone does. And if you don't, then maybe you need to go out in the community and find more friends. I don't know.
What world are you living in, if that's true?
But I mean, yeah, there's a lot of hurt and need right now in our community. So just know that 211 is an option to be able to help your friend in need, and they'll have people that are talking to you and helping figure out. Oh, there you go. Are you happy?
I'm very happy.
Our audio listeners are like, why do they keep stopping? Well, it's because Chaz does lots of things on the camera. I won't tell you
like
everything.
fireworks and hearts.
All those things.
You should clarify. Jeez.
Oh boy. All right. So if you want to find more about Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, please visit getclothes.org. Our give page is always there. If you want to give financially, if you want to volunteer time, if you want to give clothing, this is definitely the season where a lot of people get involved. So we appreciate all the support from all of our regular people that are donating, as well as new people that are donating to us, because we don't exist without people.
Yeah.
Like truly, like financially, we don't exist without people. Clothing, we don't exist without people donating. Volunteered, we don't exist without people. This doesn't run without the people that are here.
Coffee. Chaz wouldn't be able to do the podcast every Monday with Dave.
That's true. If there's not coffee made, Chaz is like, I can't do this anymore, man.
At any time of the day, yes, coffee.
That's right. I know we were talking about it earlier.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for listening and watching and being a part of what we're doing in the community. Please get involved with 211 by sharing what they are doing, and please get involved with Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet by visiting our website and sharing this podcast with a friend.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Do you have anything
holidays.
to add? Happy holidays. That's it.
Happy holidays.
You don't got anything? No dad joke this episode.
No.
You got nothing?
I was trying to remember.
Oh man,
I had a good one.
You had a whole week off. I was expecting a book of dad jokes.
That's why, because I was using them all with Lily. And she's like, oh, Dad.
Oh man. Well, we help 700 people a month, no matter what. We're asking you to come alongside and help one. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
Take care.